Oh my god. Dude, this is that thing's
A dangerous scene this morning as a plane on its way to Texas is forced to make an emergency landing close to campus.
And
The parachute on the plane really saved this from being a lot worse than what it could have been.
live from the scene of the crash as investigators start to piece together exactly what caused the accident.
Our full team coverage on this developing story and much more as UATV News starts right now. A tense setting in Fayetteville today after a plane crashes on MLK Boulevard.
The small private plane was forced to make an emergency landing after experiencing oil pressure problems earlier this morning. The plane was on its way from Bentonville to Waco, Texas, taking the route you see on your screen now. The plane reached an altitude of almost 10,000 feet before descending. The emergency parachute was deployed as the plane crash-landed close to Stadium Drive and hit a truck.
3 people were on board the plane, including former CEO of Walmart, Bill Simon, who was the pilot. Cliff Slinkard was the co-pilot and Maurice Willis was a passenger. According to Fayetteville Police, a plane passenger and the driver of the truck both were transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Now we start our live team coverage tonight with Caitlin Trusty, who has been on the scene all day.
Caitlin, what is it like looking out there right now?
Yeah, guys, I've been out here at the site of the crash all day long watching all of the events unfold. Now, earlier this afternoon, an investigator with the FAA came out to the crash site. That was around 3:30 in the afternoon. He came out to the crash site to start conducting an investigation. Also around that time, crews with a long flatbed trailer and a crane attached to the back of a pickup truck came down to the site, and slowly but surely they got the plane hoisted up with the crane. They strapped it down onto the back of the flatbed trailer, and around 4:30 they had a police escort and they escorted the plane out of the crime scene. Now the FAA investigator that I mentioned is going with those crews. They're taking the plane to Drake Field, and once they get the plane parked in a hangar, the FAA investigator is going to continue his investigation. So as of right now, the investigation is ongoing. We will bring you the results of that investigation when they do become available. Also happening today, a victim from the plane, Maurice Willis, was released from the hospital. He came down to the plane site and retrieved his belongings from the plane. I talked to Sergeant Craig Stout with the Fayetteville Police Department about that, and here's what he had to say.
One of the passengers in the plane who was here just to look at the scene, and we were discussing some of the things that happened with him. And hopefully we can, again, try to get this one cleared out here, hopefully, and have traffic restored by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you heard right there Sergeant Stout mentioning the traffic situation. That was earlier today. Crews actually got the traffic back up and running a lot earlier than they expected. They got it up and running by 5 o'clock. They got the entire crime scene and all the roadblocks taken out of the way. And as you can see behind me right now, traffic is running so smoothly. So with that, I'm going to send it back to you at the desk. Reporting for UATV, I'm Caitlin Trusty.
Thanks, Caitlin. With students traveling to and from classes this morning, many were on the roads and in the area when the crash happened.
We spoke with one student at the University of Arkansas who witnessed a plane go down from the balcony of his fraternity house on campus. Mary Kate Carson has his story.
It started out as a typical Tuesday morning for members of the Phi Gamma Delta fraternity.
We were sitting out like right here on this balcony, and I don't know, we were just hanging out.
Students began filming after they heard what sounded like an explosion and noticed a plane that appeared to be in trouble.
Oh my god. Dude, this is insane. That thing's that's gonna make a lot of noise. Dude, should we like call the cops?
We looked up and saw a plane like free falling, and then a parachute came off.
After the plane went down, fraternity members rushed to the scene and called the police.
I was scared. I was scared. I was definitely scared doing that. Just because like there's only certain situations you call the police, and so they're always serious, you know what I mean?
Their main concern was the condition of the people involved, especially after they saw the plane wreckage.
Those people could have like easily been bad shape. So we were worried about that first, foremost.
They were relieved to find that no one was seriously injured in the crash, but they say this experience isn't something that they will soon forget.
This was wild. This was a good ride. It was wild.
Reporting on campus, I'm Mary Kate Carson for UATV News.
University students weren't the only ones to witness the crash this morning.
That's right. With Fayetteville High School, Just blocks away, many students and teachers who were heading to school saw it happen as well.
UATV's Mariana Rivera is live in Fayetteville now with more details. Mariana?
Hi guys, I'm here in front of the Fayetteville High School, and just across the street is the place where the airplane crashed this morning around 9:50 a.m. I got the chance to talk to Greg South, and he said that he was glad that the crash didn't happen on top of the roof of the high school or any of the electric poles. I also got the chance to talk to a psychology professor from the Fayetteville High School, and this is what she got to say.
We're all very thankful that it didn't hit the school, it didn't hit any students, none of the teachers. All the parking lot is intact, and they're just very, very thankful that all of the passengers appear to have minor injuries and they were taken to local hospitals.
Gladly, no more injuries or no more people were injured on this plane, and thankfully, no one died. This is all I have for you. Reporting for UATV, Mariana Rivera. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Mariana. Due to the crash and investigations going on throughout the day, traffic and roads around Fayetteville High School were redirected as students got out of school this afternoon.
Students that drove or rode buses to school were dismissed using their normal plan. However, student pickup was moved to Lot 56 on the U of A campus. We continue our team coverage tonight with Blakely Broughton, who is live outside FHS with the latest. Blakely.
Thanks, guys. I'm live here in one of the parking lots at Fayetteville High School where normally 9th and 10th graders picked up. Today, they are moved down the street to Lot 56 of the University of Arkansas campus to avoid the plane crash site. Now, I came up here a little bit earlier to talk to a few students about whether or not they were worried about after-school traffic because of the crash, but a few of them said they didn't even know MLK was closed.
Didn't know anything happened.
Annalie Chitwood was sitting in class at Fayetteville High when the plane crashed in front of her school.
We weren't given any information. Someone in my class got a text message, and that's the only way I knew. We all just ran out of the class, and then we couldn't really see anything. We could just see a bunch of cops over the parking lot, and then the teachers told us to get back to class.
Chitwood didn't even think about how the crash might affect her plans to drive home after school. Authorities blocked off many of the roads around FHS, waiting for investigators to arrive at the crash site.
I was a little worried.
Fayetteville High School moved student pickup locations from Stadium Drive to Lot 56 on the University of Arkansas campus. The plan helped keep parents and students away from the investigation. Students were released from school at their normal times. Some had to alter their routes home, but many had no trouble leaving the campus.
Today's a normal day. Apparently, plane crashed. Normal day.
Now, because of scheduling here at FHS, they have some students get out at 2:10 and others get out at 3:45, which kind of breaks up that congestion that occur after school. Reporting for UATV, I'm Blakely Broughton.
Thanks, Blakely. Students living around the area of the crash site also experienced a crazy commute to campus this morning.
With MLK Boulevard closed, students like Patrice Mahoney, who live at the View Apartments, had to figure out another way to get to class.
So when we were coming down the hill, there were about 10 cop cars all blocking off. So we had to take an alternate route on that side street that goes behind Sonic and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Mahoney says she was frustrated at first because she didn't know what was going on. But now she says she is just happy that everyone is safe. Coming up after the break, UAPD brings body cameras onto campus in hopes to stop violence before it even begins.
And with October fully behind us now, when will we start seeing that winter weather move in? Details next as UATV News continues.
Here in Northwest Arkansas, we have so many people who are in such dire need for food. Why are we throwing this away?
Razorback Food Recovery was started by a group of students as a registered student organization. We were then adopted by the Volunteer Action Center, and they took over the program and made it one of their signature programs. We give food to about 4 or 5 organizations. We've collected about 21,000 pounds throughout the university.
It's surplus food that was created at a high standard of quality by Chartwell's here. It was fed to our students. Our students appreciate the food, so why wouldn't other people appreciate it?
The Volunteer Action Center lists all local volunteer opportunities. There are plenty of options guaranteed to fit your interests. Volunteering is a great way to stay engaged with your community. The Volunteer Action Center. Your volunteer journey starts here.
In light recent officer-involved shootings, UAPD is taking steps to help protect their officers and the students here on campus. UATV's Jason Christie has more.
Nationwide, there have been issues with some officers' testimonies, leaving only dash cam videos to tell most of the story.
I actually went to school, like I said, in Cincinnati, and so being in that area, especially in light of what happened recently, one of the officers shooting a pedestrian or somebody who was actually being stopped for a traffic stop, the body cams help prove that that was not rightfully done.
In other agencies that have done studies after using these and compare it to before they had them, it's kind of a win-win for everybody.
The body cams in general help both sides because it's not hearsay, it's not he said, she said, it's just here's what happened, here's the situation.
The body cameras are about the size of a quarter and will be attached to all 24 campus patrolling officers.
Just like cams in the cars, they don't run all the time, so they're upon contact with individuals, they would be expected to have it on then.
Being here, maybe a less dangerous area, but still nonetheless would still prove if an officer was acting rightfully or not.
Equipping officers with body cameras is a step to make students feel at ease about security at the U of A. UAPD has also hired a new unarmed security division to help protect campus. The new officers will patrol campus in events including Razorback games, concerts, and Greek-like functions. They will be able to help students with everyday inconveniences like locking their keys in the car, but also in emergency situations that require first aid and CPR. The officers will also monitor areas like the Union and Mullins Library to monitor increased theft.
Sometime in November, you will start to see them on campus. They will wear white shirts. Our police officers wear a star. You will see them wearing a shield, a badge, in white shirts and dark pants. They'll be easy to spot.
Students can expect to see the security force within the next month.
Because of an increased traffic in the area around the new Whole Foods store, Fayetteville police are increasing traffic patrols to lower the number of car accidents. Through November 8th, officers are combining the roads around the new College Market. They're looking for speeders, distracted drivers, and other traffic violators. After the break, Christmas decorations are already going up around downtown Fayetteville. A look at the lights next.
In Northwest Arkansas, citizens have a chance to see brand new toys for sale before holiday shopping. Find out where, when we return.
How did I get here?
One pill is enough. Don't sell your prescription.
Here in Northwest Arkansas, we have so many people who are in such dire need for food. Why are we throwing this away?
Razorback Food Recovery was started by a group of students as a registered student organization. We were then adopted by the Volunteer Action Center, and they took over the program and made it one of their signature programs. We give food to about 4 or 5 organizations. We've collected about 21,000 pounds throughout the university.
Hey guys, this is Amanda Simmons here with your weather. As you can see, we have our winds up right now. Right now, the winds are mostly condensed in the west of the country, but later in the week, we will see that come down right into Northwest Arkansas over here for some chillier temperatures. Right now, it's about 10 miles per hour, not too bad, but later in the week, we'll actually see some rain come in, which our precipitation, the radar precipitation forecast is a little on the low side. As you can see, the country doesn't have a lot of rain coming in, except for up here, Pacific Northwest, Northern California, and most of the Southeast. Our next rain map, though, will show a different story, where the precipitation forecast for this week shows that there will be a lot more rain over here in the Midwest area. Even Northwest Arkansas will get about 1 to 3 inches of rain. Pretty much everywhere else, you can see the Southeast is also going to get some rain. A little less, maybe 1.5 inches or so. But all of these gray areas here will get no rain, and there'll be light snow up in the Rocky Mountains, so that's interesting. Our current temperatures for the week show that it'll be 64 in Little Rock, 66 over here in Northwest Arkansas, 69 in Nashville, 71 Memphis. It's really interesting at this time period right now because you can see we've got like 35 degrees over here in southern Idaho, northern Nevada area, but then we've got 82 degrees in Miami. So we've got a wide range of temperatures this week. It's cold up in the north, it's hot down in the south. That's usually the story over here. But we're going to take it to the 5-day weather, where you can see on Wednesday, tomorrow, it'll be a high of 73 degrees, which is awesome. It's early November and it's still up in the 70s. Our low will be 56 degrees. It's going to be sunny. And on Thursday, it's a totally different story, though. We're going to have thunderstorms all day, 90% chance of rain. The high will be 64 degrees, low will be 47. Don't forget to wear a rain jacket that day. It's going to be raining so hard. And on Friday, it'll clear back up again, 70 degrees, high of 64, low of 40. So it's just going to be a little spot of rain there on Thursday, because on Saturday it's also going to be sunny, high of 60 degrees, low of 36 degrees. That'll be a nice day for going outside, hammocking, take a walk, stuff like that. And on Sunday, our last day, it's going to be a high of 59 and a low of 41 with a sunny day as well. That's your weather for today. We'll send it back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Amanda. I'm really excited for that weather. It's early November, and that means Fayetteville is getting in this holiday spirit. And for the historical downtown square area, that means decorating with over 400,000 Christmas lights. Many crew members have started to put in long shifts getting the square and Dixon Street ready for the full lighting near the end of this month. The lighting parade will take place on November 20th at 6.
Now, Christmas lights may be fun for the family, but to children, nothing beats that new toy smell. This Friday from 11 to 8 in downtown Bentonville is Toyland. Walmart toy vendors come in from across the country to showcase their now line of new toys. Northwest Arkansas citizens can get a sneak peek at Santa's Christmas list along with live music, food, and kids' activities.
If joining ASG is on any student's Christmas list, your wish may come true. Applications are available through November 9th to join the Associated Student Government Election Commission. Applications can be submitted through asgforms.uark.edu.
The University Program's Digital Media Committee will bring the TV sitcom series to the Union tonight. TV series that will be playing are Friends, Parks and Rec, Big Bang Theory, and The Office. Free popcorn and drinks will also be provided. The sitcom series will continue on the 10th and 17th of November.
Tomorrow at 3, the College of Education and Health is sponsoring an exercise seminar. A physiologist of the U.S. Army will represent physiology of dehydration and exercise science when doesn't matter. The seminar is free and open to the public and will be in room 103 of the Physical Education and Recreation Building. This Sunday was the unofficial start of basketball during the red and white game at Bud Walton Arena.
Rain or shine, the Razorbacks would get a win for homecoming. These stories and more up next on UATV.
Would you like a refill?
No, thank you.
Enjoy.
Is that going to be it today?
Yeah, that'll be all.
It'll be $6.75. Would you like to use a credit card?
No, I'll pay with cash.
Have a good day, sir.
Hey, what do you want to do today? Do you want to do something crazy?
No, I'm just gonna have a trim.
All right. Voila! Do you like it?
Jason, hey man.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Good to see you.
How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, doing well.
I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to do that tonight.
You wouldn't ignore a no in everyday life. Why should consent be any different? For more information on how to prevent sexual assault, visit respect.uark.edu.
Welcome back to UATV. This is UATV Sports. I'm James Bush. The Razorbacks unofficially kicked off the 2015-2016 men's basketball season on Sunday with the red versus white game. In a mostly offensive performance, the white team defeated red 89-78. With the loss of Bobby Portis and Michael Qualls to the draft, as well as several other players due to off-the-court actions, fans are not sure what to expect this season. However, impressive play by several guys on Sunday may soothe some worries. Junior Moses Kingsley led the way for Red Team, going 9 for 12 in both baskets and free throws, and scoring 27 points. Newcomer Dusty Hannas, the transfer from Texas Tech, also provided Red with 22 points. Lastly, junior Manny Watkins had 14 points and 10 assists, the only double-double of the night. Anthon Bell went 9 for 17 and in the field and 5 for 10 from the three-point line, scoring 27 points for the white team. Teammates Keaton Miles, Trey Thompson, and Jimmy Witt all scored in the double digits to help the white team beat the red. Arkansas hosts Southwestern Oklahoma State on Thursday, November 5th. It will be interesting to see how the Hogs hold up against the Bulldogs. Now over to women's basketball. The Lady Razorbacks will start their season on Sunday, November 8th against Missouri Southern. The team was 18-14 in the 2014-2015 season with a 6-10 record in SEC play. The loss of senior guard Callie Berna could hurt the team, but the Hogs still have talent coming back for this year. Juniors Jessica Jackson and Kelsey Brooks, who led the team in scoring last year, are returning for another season, which will help the offense continue to put up good numbers. The Lady Hogs average 59.7 points a game and will look to continue that. The team also has new talent coming in, including 5-star recruit Jordan Danbury from Conway, Arkansas. She averaged almost 16 points and 7 rebounds a game in 2014. She is joined by 4-star prospect Malika Monk from North Little Rock, who averaged 14.6 points and 3.7 rebounds in her first 3 years of high school. Both ladies are point guards ranked nationally in the top 100 prospects and will provide the Hogs with plenty of talent. With so much offensive capability, it should be an interesting season for the Lady Razorbacks. Now switching over to Razorback football, The Hogs defeated UT Martin on homecoming weekend 63-28. It was an impressive display by the Arkansas offense, which had nearly 600 total yards and 22 first downs. Quarterback Brandon Allen looked impressive, throwing for 265 yards and 2 touchdowns. Second-string quarterback Austin Allen also got some playing time and even threw a touchdown to tight end Jeremy Sprinkle in the fourth quarter. But the highlight of the game was the play of running back Alex Collins. The junior ran for 5 touchdowns and 173 yards on 16 carries. He provided the first 21 points for the Hogs and continued to play well throughout the game. Head coach Brett Bielema decided to sit the starters for the fourth quarter, so the day ended early for Collins. While the offense played well, the Arkansas defense struggled to stop the Skyhawks. They gave up over 500 total yards and 28 points to UT Martin, who is part of the Ohio Valley Conference, not exactly considered a tough opponent. Quarterback Jared Neal threw for 380 yards and a touchdown, and the Skyhawks ran for 139 yards. The fact that the Razorbacks struggled against a non-conference team like UT Martin shows that there are issues that need to be corrected before next week's game against Ole Miss. Looking ahead to that game, the Hogs will head to Oxford to take on the number 19 ranked Ole Miss Rebels this weekend. It will be a tough game for the Hogs since Ole Miss quarterback Chad Kelly leads the SEC quarterbacks in passing yards and touchdowns. He could definitely do some damage against a weak Arkansas secondary. On the bright side, Kelly also leads the SEC in interceptions with 12. The Rebels were held to less than 30 points in each of the last 2 weeks against Texas A&M and Auburn, so it is possible that the Arkansas defense could make something happen. But it will require a better coverage by the secondary and some sort of pass rush to put the pressure on Kelly. The major factor for the game will be the Rebel defense, which has been solid all year, only giving up 30 points one time against Alabama. They held Texas A&M to only 3 points and less than 200 total yards of offense. They have given up less than 100 rushing yards to every SEC opponent this year except for Auburn. This will be how the Hogs can win. If they can establish the running game and keep their Rebel offense off the field, they can win the game. But they must produce points on offense and allow the Hog defense to get rest that they need. With only 4 games left in the regular season, the Razorbacks need to be at their best to get the wins they need. That's it for sports. Another look at your weather after the break.
Hey guys, here's a look at tomorrow's weather for you. We've got 9 a.m., we've got 59 degrees, but it'll feel like 58 degrees with mostly cloudy skies out there. So it's going to be pretty chilly in the morning, and later on, as you'll see, at noon, it's going to be 66 degrees, but it'll feel like 66. Partly cloudy, it's coming out a little more of the sun. And at 3 p.m., you'll see it'll be completely sunny, 70 degrees, feels like 70 degrees. So 59 in the morning, 66, then 70. That's tomorrow's weather for you guys. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Amanda. Pack your favorite bread, deli meat, and cheese for lunch.
Today is National Sandwich Day. Subway is offering 2 sandwiches for the price of one at participating restaurants.
Putting meat over whatever you choose between 2 slices of bread has been around for a long time. Sandwiches are known as one of America's top things. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's show.
Join us again tomorrow evening at 7. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and online.